That boy is a monster.
What up, party people, and welcome to another episode of the Jerry Monster Takeover on YouTube. Now, guys, I didn't want to make this video because I know y'all hate when I be preaching to you guys, and I've been trying to steer away from these types of videos, but something had to be said because this has been laying heavy on my heart and I need to clock the T on the specific situation. So here we go. YouTube has enforced this new restriction mode on the server to where certain channels are being blocked and they're becoming unsearchable when people try to access these channels based off of, you know, different preferences that people can set as a user. YouTube has released a statement basically saying that they just wanted to provide a safe space for all of their users of all ages and all preferences of religion and yada 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 yada. But my thing is, a lot of the channels that they're blocking have been targeted to very niche channels, especially to like the LGBT communities and other just specific channels that I don't feel that need to have any type of restriction whatsoever. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. YouTube has been around for about, what, 15 years now? We're gonna give or take a couple years, but around 15 years, and it's become such a safe haven for so many people to go find out about everything that you can think of, and nothing has pretty much been an issue so far. So why out of the blue all of a sudden that y'all wanna add this new feature that's literally jeopardizing so many people's careers, their money, their coins, everything, you know what I mean, their subscriber usage, everything is kind of just being tossed in the air. All this unnecessary drama for no reason because it's not even adding anything to the value of the company. Up until YouTube, I feel like the mass media was so annoying because it was always trying to drive and force down all these imaginary dumbass stories for us to believe that that's what real life was. But then when we got YouTube, we got to see people like you and me, just normal ass people doing normal ass things. They were living their lives. They were talking about this and that, breakups, coming out of the closet, love, nutrition, lifestyle, all of these things, and for once we became our own entity. We became our own value to each other. So I personally think that the reason why this shit is happening is because there's some crazy ass person up above in control. Hell, they're probably from hell, from below, Hades, Hercules on that ass, just calling these unnecessary shots because they realize that we're stronger united. The mass is stronger united. You can't control the mass unless you do crazy shit like this. However, when it's controlled this way, I think it's doing more harm than good, so to speak, because first of all, there was good coming. You have to think about so many people that they went to YouTube to hear people's stories, to hear people be similar to the things that they were going to create the safe space that YouTube is trying to push on us right now. It was already created naturally. Anytime that you try to put laws and objectify certain things, it's all over the place. I can kind of get, you know, okay, so parents said that they don't want their kids to know about sex, or they don't want their kids to know about gay people, yada yada yada. But there are some random ass channels, like for instance, Thomas Sanders, his channel got restricted, and he's a comedian. Like, how can you restrict people making people laugh? Like, how is that a bad thing? I feel that's what I'm saying. People are picking and choosing certain creators that they want to try for some unknown reason, and I don't think that's fair because, like I said before, it's messing with these people's lives. Some of these people literally have careers off of their hard work that they're putting into it. So for you to affect their money flow, for you to affect their subscribers that they've been working literally years for it to build up, that's not right, and we gotta do something about it. So this mystery man up above, he hates when the mass have too much power. He doesn't want that, so they start implementing these dumbass rules. Well, I hate to break it to y'all, or him, but we will always find a way to revolt. We will always find a way to have some new source of outlet. You gotta remember, before YouTube, there was MySpace, and there was these little blogs. There was AOL Instant Messengers, and then it goes back to the telephone, and before then it was letters and people whispering here and there and that kind of stuff too. So we will always find a way to, you know, figure out a way for us to be able to relate with each other. It's just annoying that this day and age that YouTube is so like pivotal in just the normalcy of life, and someone is coming and messing it up. They're effing it up, and I don't appreciate that. I really don't like this. You can't censor the mass, but I'm not gonna ramble on too much longer, but it just ultimately, to sum up my feelings, I feel like we have progressed so much. You know how you feel like you're on the easy street to the final destination, and then out of nowhere, someone has literally just plucked you up and thrown you back into La La Land 1952 on that ass, back to a time where it's just not a good time for our culture. And that's what I feel like we're all on the right path to finally having some type of inclusiveness, for everyone to be themselves, for everyone to just live their lives and broadcast that for other people to adapt to it, and then someone is trying to refrain that from happening. that's what I don't like, and that's why I'm trying to use my voice, which is the same way I think you guys should be doing the same thing. Use your voice for good. Tell YouTube that you don't like that. Unsubscribe from or deactivate your account. Like, if we start showing that, you know, you need us more than we need you, then I feel like there will be some type of shift. Or, I mean, I've seen already a lot of posts on Twitter. Some of y'all are not y'all are definitely letting them know that you're not feeling this, but I think this is what we need to do. This is such a social network, and so it's time for us to use our words. It's time for us to, if you want to sit behind a keyboard all day, well, now use it for good. Let's make this change. Let's get the change back, and let's stop blocking people for all they want to do is just live their life and entertain and show you what their life is about. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. If you guys like this video, make sure to comment below. Let everybody know about this video. Share the channel with everyone you know. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this subject, because it's really been bothering me. I've been getting a lot of random messages about it, and I decided I wanted to say my 2 cents on it. I love y'all. Holla! Get with it.